Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and I don't know about you, but I've been having an absolute blast on MTG Arena. Already got to my 15 wins easily. Unfortunately, I got up to mid-silver rank and went up against people who clearly have spent a lot of money on the game, and I actually beat about half of them, which is funny, but I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but sometimes when you lose, you'll actually appear to rank up, and sometimes when you win, you'll rank down. They should probably fix that. But anyway, it does seem to be like a weighted opponent thing where you will lose almost an entire tier if you're silver and lose to a bronze person, which is a problem. That's why it's almost impossible to maintain silver right now, because you're just going to go up against bronze people. But besides my personal experience, because, it's still fun, it's still magic, I'm building whatever I want within the limits of what the cards I have, which is really annoying, because I had a metric buttload of wild cards before, and now I don't. Well, not to mention just a pool of cards, I literally did not have enough green cards to build a green deck, period. Like, no joke, I couldn't get to 60. I've opened probably 17 or 18 boosters, so that's pretty bad. I mean, you are going to be stuck with the opener pretty darn hard. That's why I told everybody, $4.99, I believe it was. I mean, once again, 2-3 weeks ago, I bought the opener because I thought their purchase system would probably break, and I knew that it would carry over. So I thought, post-release, everything's going to break, and everybody's going to flood it, so I'll just buy it now. Not sure if it's the same deal right now, but it really helped to start with 12 extra boosters for like less than $1 a booster. But yeah, my one white deck where I put most of the wild cards into it, that thing is just tearing people apart. Speaking of that, pay very close attention to how the game in the background of this video goes. I already know which footage I'm using. It is hilarious. It is a war crime. I mean, you look at that opening hand and you're like, that's pretty bad. I kept it on a stretch and oh my gosh. Hey guys, stay tuned to the end. The ending will shock you. It will not surprise you at all. I win. So as the title says, I mean, how's it going so far? And, I just commented on the flexibility of what you can build and how fair it is and what the environment is like and what happens if you get to silver. But in general, I've noticed that nobody's playing blue. If they are, it's like black, blue, Demir, and they clearly have a lot of money into the game. I mean, or they got real creative with their wild cards. I mean, you could probably pull off one deck with a minimal amount of effort. But I wanted to build just a standard blue control Basham and equipment deck. You basically start with 0 equipment. I think I picked up the one piece of equipment I have in a pack, so that's out. But literally just building a blue deck of any kind, it's impossible. And I guess that's why I haven't gone up against a single mono blue deck. You just can't build it. I mean, you would need to dump hundreds into the game to get anything viable. Closest I've seen is traditional old school Merfolk, just mixed green blue Merfolk. Now, that might be because that might be one of the decks I haven't unlocked yet. It might be randomized. I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody. And like I mentioned before, green is really rough right now. I mean, you can build something that's not bad, but you're going to have to throw in, like I did, 8 cards that you just legitimately don't want in there. But the ramp, the giant stuff, the hexproof, and the force fighting, you've basically got the other version of white, which is big, enormous, troublesome creatures with some removal, very limited, narrow removal. So I'd say pick one of those, or I guess try to go Convoke. I picked up basically no GRN Convoke mixed color cards. And plus, it's very difficult to build a true flood deck, like with, perfect math and all that. So needless to say, without a lot of money, you are not going to be able to build just whatever you want. But if you just want something powerful and traditional and good that you can win with, build something resembling like what I'm playing with right now. I mean, it's really good. Any kind of red is pretty good too, because remember, red is also, direct removal, a little bit of burn option there too, and then big giant creatures that do stuff and are troublesome. I mean, that's why really black and blue aren't being played that heavily unless they're together. I mean, black kind of has that if you had your choice of cards and you got it perfect, but I wouldn't really call black the, big giant creatures plus removal color. I mean, not really, not in the context of Arena. So that's the deck construction scene and the who I'm playing against and what they're playing scene. Expect to just go up against people with incomplete decks where, no matter how bad your deck is, you probably have some chance, especially if you're a better player than them, make better decisions. And then go up against people who must have dropped hundreds with an S on the game and just basically built their favorite net deck. Still way too much Teferi bullshit going on, and Red Sarkhan's Unsealing Dragon Dump. A lot of Goblin Chain Whirler crap. Somebody got out 3 of them against me. And then somebody got out 3 Demir Spy Bugs the very next game. What are the odds of that? Okay, I'm starting to kind of get suspicious that there's something going on here. Either the randomization is broken or there's an outright hack for the game. I don't know. Or I'm the least lucky person. I mean, we're judging based on 2 games. I mean, maybe I'm just unlucky. So as for the launch, I don't know if you noticed, but Angry Joe got a paid sponsorship from Wizards or one of their marketing partners to do a promotional video on it, where Joe used to play Magic way back in the day, and one of his friends that's on the channel is actually a Magic judge. He knows Magic in and out, so kudos to that. That's awesome. And yeah, they made a pretty good video. I mean, it would have been nice if they real quick gave Joe a primer on how to play Magic. It was kind of cringy, but still, I mean, for people who don't play Magic and that was their first impression of it, they're like, yeah, okay. So just think about that, though. They're going after just general gamers and people who have huge audiences to have them show people Arena. That is what you do around a launch when you want to bring in new people, and it makes sense with the tutorial and that little ghost thing from Zelda or whatever chasing you around yelling at you. I don't think it was a ghost. I think it was a fairy, whatever. I didn't play very many Zelda games. But seriously, every time I click on something, it's like, listen. I'm hoping that Clippy opens a portal from hell and drags it back down into it. Not a fan, because I've been playing Arena for quite a while here. But to new people, I'm sure the little will-o-wisp thing bitching at you is actually pretty wonderful. It actually seemed really, really helpful in its voice acted. I mean, okay, I'm giving it a hard time because I'm an experienced Magic player. But at the end of the day, they made it the most friendly way to learn how to play Magic, except for all the weird rules and the exact stuff. There's really no way to fill that in. So I think after somebody's like, okay, I get the gist of it. I 80-90% know how to play the game. Then something will happen, like first strike will go through first and a trigger will go on the stack and somebody will be like, yeah, but why? Or why is this responding in this order instead of resolving at the same time? And, you know, why is it asking me to order this? And just all that stuff that we know about probably. They're just straight up left in the dark, and that's why I still think, even though I know they didn't do it because they probably think it's unfriendly, they should have a text log on the right, hideable if you want, that tells you this action just took place, here's why, or this person held priority, this went on the stack followed by this, you chose to put this in this order, or, you know, this took damage from this and then from this and it died as a state-based action, or something, you know, a little bit worded friendlier. But other than that, I mean, nobody wants to, you know, in the first week of playing Magic learn every last little rule. I just think it would be nice if, somehow... Well, they learned paper and a human clarified stuff as they played. That's, you know, what are you going to do? But I noticed people mistakenly calling this a release. Oh, they're releasing this to the public. I mean, I guess that's not wrong, but this isn't a release. It's a beta. They have not literally released that. It's called a release when you go to version 1.0 and take it out of beta. But hey, is that normal behavior, going to get other people and other YouTubers and big huge places to promote it and spending all this marketing money to have people come look at an experimental beta that isn't ready for release yet? That is usually a really bad idea. That's why, honestly, I'm probably just going to continue calling this release, because clear as day, this is a release. They have been working on it for so long, they've been testing it, there's next to no glitches. I don't think I've seen a single glitch except for some weird display errors since the game relaunched or whatever. So what they're doing is, it's before was the beta, this is the release, and they're hiding behind the word beta so that if anything goes wrong or somebody doesn't like something, they can just hide behind the magical beta shield and say, oh, but it's a beta though, so it's not, nothing's final, it's not supposed to be perfect yet. Well then why are you doing the big push to bring people in? I mean, let's be honest, it's a release. So were there any problems? Yes, there were, especially if you've been listening to social media or just, you honestly couldn't have hid from this at this point. They had a little bit of a rat infestation. You know the rats where you can put 40 of them in a deck, or 36 if you build it correctly? That somehow was allowed into Singleton. So there's a free Singleton tournament, and I got word from a couple people that you could do an all rats deck in Singleton, which Singleton is no more than one of every card, but the coding for checking how many relentless rats are in a deck, it's basically just, it gets a magical exemption is what I'm thinking, and that subroutine didn't check it correctly. It's just a real simple little mistake. I mean, it's one card. I could see the developers missing this. The real problem is Wizards printing cards once in a while that break the game's rules at a fundamental level because of how they're written. I would have just not printed it. I mean, what benefit do we have for having an all rats deck? It's a stupid gimmick. It almost deserves to be in an unset. There was no point. You know what it was? It was a cash grab. I mean, that's what it was. Those rats are like $1.50 or something like that, and they knew that, and it was in, the uncommon slot, or maybe even common, I don't remember, but either way, money in a non-rare slot is money. So apparently you join the big free promotional tournament, and it would just be rat deck, rat deck, rat deck, rat deck, rat deck. It got really bad, and then I heard that the game was brought down for maintenance. I haven't checked if they fixed that yet, or if that's why it was brought down. I'm gonna take a wild guess that yes, that is why. I legitimately don't have enough wildcards left to unlock 4 rats so that I can use more than 4 rats. I assume that's how it works. Once you get to 4, you basically have 100. So boy, that little mistake gave people a really bad impression. I mean, really bad. The, hey, play this, special, limited time only, friendly for new people, low-powered singleton, no consistency, just throw together some crap and have fun. Sorry, no fun allowed, rats happened. It was, kind of funny to me, but really it was a very bad impression to give new players, or anyone at all. Oh, by the way, I had some people asking if it's like a suspicion or it's an assumption that they're not going to do another account wipe in the future, like when they go full release. More evidence that this is the release. No, they said they're not going to do another wipe. That was Wizards of the Coast word for word. So that is 100% confirmed from them. I'm not going to say that they won't change their mind. In fact, they added a caveat that unless some unforeseen circumstance happens. So otherwise, the release went pretty well. I mean, going down for maintenance and the rat problem, that was about it. The rest of everything works. I heard that the payment system was down for a little bit, like I suspected. That's why, like I said, I made my purchase a couple weeks ago. The funny thing is I literally didn't even need the packs or the gems at all. I was just like, I'm going to get these back. What the hell? Like I said, I ended with it's somewhere around 80 to 100 wildcards that I wasn't using. So just a little encouragement, if it's rough right now, just remember within probably a month, you'll have a buttload of wildcards. I mean, I just got 2 more rare wildcards today. So for now, I would say, yeah, stick to singleton. You're more likely to win unless you can put together something pretty killer. But either way, as soon as you go to silver tier 4 or 5, whatever the low one is, you're going to get obliterated by people who spent way too much. And then you're going to get knocked right back down to bronze. So just... yeah, it's coming. If you don't want to spend money on the game, you're going to get stomped by these people that did, but they mostly have to play against each other, because I think I got to silver 2, because my deck just kept winning in some really fortuitous matchups, and people kept getting mana screwed and stuff. And then I got zapped. I think I'm back down to the top bronze right now. But when I was at that tier, 0 of my opponents were running the openers. I mean, these were all 2-color, not even resembling the starter deck decks. So just know that that's going to happen. I would almost just say, who cares if you win or not? Build one good deck if you want to go for wins, because wins get you prizes. But then after that, just don't care about your ranking for a couple weeks, because, I mean, first of all, I built a white deck, mono white, and then I did a white-red deck that's okay. And then the you can't swap it out quest thing was, I think it was play 40 green spells. So I built a green deck and I only won maybe half my games with it, which results in massive deranking, by the way. Love that system. You have to win 75% of your games just to maintain, it seems. That is deeply annoying. But anyway, yeah, just be like, let's throw this together, see if it wins. Let's build a crappy singleton deck, maybe a 3-color deck with almost no fixing, see if that wins. Just have fun with it, build some wacky stuff. Just treat it kind of like the pre-release. And, oh, by the way, if you want 3 free packs, they were not kidding. It is a non-unique code. Oh, by the way, for those of you who aren't ADD and stayed to the end of this video to get the full story, make sure that you go to the store and then the bottom right, click redeem code and type in Play Ravnica, capital P, capital R, the rest lowercase. That's right, it's case sensitive for a promotional code because apparently this is $19.99. I tried it all lowercase, then all caps. I'm like, what am I missing? And I had to look it up on the internet. My God, Wizards, come on, case sensitive. Hell, I just pulled mission briefing from my first pack. I'm actually opening them right now. Steam vents for my second pack. Damn. And let's see. I got another wild card. Oh, 2 wild cards. 3 wild cards. Holy crap. Damn. All right. Oh, and hatchery spider. Well, they couldn't all be good. Wow, that actually helped out a lot. And you can easily win 3 packs in one day. Hell, you could probably win 6. So, I mean, just be patient. Don't be one of those day one people that's going to dump $50 into the game and be like, I need a perfect deck. Because, like I said in the way earlier videos about this, joke's on you. You're going to get to high silver and just play against other net decks. Who's in a rush to do that? I love low-powered, janky, weird magic where you have no idea what your opponent is playing, and in all likelihood, neither do they. No joke, I forgot that a creature had haste. The guy had 1 life left and he was unopposed, and I lost because I forgot to swing. I'm not used to this Guilds of Ravnica crap, okay? So just don't take it too seriously. People are being real nice, courteous. They're, doing the scoop early just to save time and stuff if they know they lost. And people are, hitting good game and nice, and everybody's been polite. And, it's been fun. I mean, it's just as long as you don't mind losing to, rich douchebags, it's going to be all right. So let me know what you think of it so far. Have there been any, game crashes, glitches, any other complaints about the the beta or anything, leave that down in the comment section below. Otherwise, have fun at the pre-release tonight, and I will see you guys next video.